If you are a senior residing in the United States right now, whether you arrived here decades ago or just recently, what I am about to share with you could be one of the most significant things you watch this year because there are five specific documents that immigration officials, benefits agencies, and legal authorities may request you to produce. And if you do not have them prepared, the consequences can range from denied benefits to serious immigration complications. We are discussing real documents, real deadlines, and real stakes. So stay with me because by the conclusion of this video, you will know exactly what these five documents are, why each one matters, and what practical steps you can take starting today to make sure you are safeguarded. Welcome to US Updates Hub, and as of April 19th, 2025, here is what every senior in the United States needs to know. Let us begin with a little bit of context, because understanding the landscape helps you understand the urgency. The United States immigration system has been going through a period of intense policy activity. USCIS, the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, has been updating its guidance on a range of issues that directly affect seniors and long-term residents. DHS, the Department of Homeland Security, has also been issuing new enforcement priorities. And across the country, benefits agencies that work hand-in-hand with immigration status verification, including Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid, are requiring more robust documentation than ever before. What this means for you is simple. Having the right papers, organized and accessible, is no longer optional. It is essential. Now, who are we really addressing today? We are addressing seniors who are lawful permanent residents, green card holders. We are addressing seniors who may be on visas. Perhaps an elderly parent brought here on a B2 visitor visa extended over time. We are addressing seniors who became naturalized citizens years ago, but may not have kept their documents current or organized. And we are addressing seniors who are in mixed status households where some family members have one immigration status and others have another. The document checklist I am walking you through today applies across all of these situations in one way or another. Let us get into it. The first document every senior must have prepared is their permanent resident card, what most people refer to as the green card. If you are a lawful permanent resident, this is your foundational identity document within the immigration system. USCIS issues green cards with expiration dates, and many seniors are carrying around cards that expired years ago. Here is the important nuance. Your status as a permanent resident does not expire just because the card expires, but the card itself is required for a wide range of activities. Renewing your driver's license in many states, verifying your work authorization, boarding certain domestic flights, and establishing identity when interacting with federal agencies. An expired green card can trigger delays, denials, and unnecessary stress. The Form I-90, which is the application to renew your green card, is filed with USCIS, and the agency recommends filing it approximately 6 months before the current card's expiration date. If your card expired years ago and you have not renewed it, please make this a priority. Go to the USCIS website, uscis.gov, and search for Form I-90 to begin that process, or speak with a qualified immigration attorney who can walk you through it. The second document is your passport, and specifically if you are a U.S. citizen, your U.S. passport. Many seniors became naturalized citizens years ago and possess a valid U.S. passport, but they have allowed it to lapse because they assumed they no longer needed it for anything. That assumption is increasingly incorrect. A valid U.S. passport is one of the strongest identity documents you can carry. It proves both your identity and your citizenship. It is accepted at airports, government offices, banks, and legal proceedings. If you are applying for benefits, updating records with Social Security, or dealing with any federal matter, a current U.S. passport is one of the cleanest documents you can present. U.S. passports for adults are valid for 10 years. If yours has expired, the U.S. Department of State's website, travel.state.gov, is where you begin the renewal process. For seniors who are not yet citizens but are permanent residents with a foreign passport, make sure that Passport 2 is current because it is used in many identity verification scenarios alongside your green card. The third document, and this is one that surprises many families, is your naturalization certificate, formerly known as the Certificate of Naturalization, or the N-550. If you became a U.S. citizen through the naturalization process, you were issued this certificate at your oath ceremony. It is proof of your citizenship that exists independent of your passport. The reason this document is so important is that it cannot simply be renewed or reissued through a routine process. If it is lost, you have to go through USCIS to obtain a replacement, which takes time and involves paperwork. USCIS handles replacement requests through Form N-565. Many seniors have misplaced this certificate over the decades, tucked away in a drawer that has since been moved or lost in a family transition. Now is the time to locate it. Keep a certified copy, or at minimum, a high-resolution photograph of the original in a secure location. Some families choose to keep originals in a safety deposit box or fireproof safe, and copies accessible to a trusted family member. This document, alongside your passport, is the strongest proof of citizenship you possess. The fourth document is one that connects the immigration world to the benefits world, your Social Security card, and the associated records that confirm your benefit eligibility. For seniors who have lived in the United States for many years, the Social Security Administration, the SSA, maintains records tied to your Social Security number. But there are scenarios where seniors who immigrated later in life, or who spent periods living abroad, have complex benefit histories that require supporting documentation. If you are receiving Social Security retirement benefits, Social Security disability benefits, or Supplemental Security Income (SSI), you may at some point be asked to verify your immigration status as part of benefit reviews. The SSA coordinates with DHS to verify immigration status for certain categories of non-citizens receiving benefits. According to the SSA's own guidance, non-citizens receiving SSI, for example, must meet specific immigration status requirements and may be subject to periodic reviews. Keeping your immigration documents and your Social Security records aligned and up to date is critical. If there is any discrepancy between the name on your green card and the name on your Social Security records, that is something to resolve proactively with both agencies rather than letting it become a problem during a review. The fifth document is what I call your immigration trail, and by that I mean the complete organized record of your immigration history. This includes your original visa, any I-94 arrival and departure records, prior petitions, approval notices, and any correspondence with USCIS or the former INS going back years or even decades. Why does this matter so much for seniors? Because USCIS and immigration enforcement agencies have access to digital records going back many years. And any discrepancy between what you say your history is and what their records show can create complications, especially during naturalization applications, citizenship status inquiries, or situations involving travel. Seniors who have been in the United States for a long time sometimes discover when they try to apply for citizenship or renew a benefit that there is a gap in their records that needs to be explained. Having your own organized paper trail gives you the ability to explain and document your history proactively. USCIS provides an online portal where individuals can check their case history and request records. You can also request your immigration file through a FOIA, a Freedom of Information Act request submitted to DHS or USCIS, which gives you access to what the government has on file for you. Now, I want to spend a moment on something that does not get discussed enough: the specific vulnerabilities that seniors face in the immigration documentation space. And I want to be direct and compassionate here. Seniors are disproportionately represented among the populations who may have older documents, outdated records, and in some cases, periods in their immigration history that were resolved long ago but never fully documented. They may be residing in multi-generational households where family members handle paperwork on their behalf. Sometimes well, sometimes not. They may face language barriers that make interacting with government agencies difficult. And they are often the targets of immigration fraud, with predatory notarios or unauthorized practitioners offering assistance that creates more problems than it solves. The guidance I am sharing today is informational. For your specific situation, please work only with a licensed immigration attorney or an accredited representative recognized by the Board of Immigration Appeals. You can find accredited representatives through the USCIS website. Let me also touch on a practical scenario that illustrates why all 5 of these documents matter together. Imagine a senior, we will call her Maria, who came to the United States from the Philippines 20 years ago, became a permanent resident, and obtained citizenship 8 years ago. She has been receiving Social Security retirement benefits for 3 years. Recently, her state's Medicaid agency sent her a letter asking her to verify her citizenship status for continued benefit eligibility. Maria goes searching for her naturalization certificate, and she cannot find it. Her passport expired 2 years ago. She has her Social Security card, but her name on it reflects a maiden name she no longer uses. This situation, while entirely fixable, is stressful and could lead to a temporary disruption in benefits while she gathers the necessary records. If Maria had her 5 documents organized and current, this would be a simple matter of presenting her documents and moving on. This is the reality that so many seniors face, and it is entirely preventable with some preparation today. So, what are the concrete steps you should take right now? First, gather every immigration document you possess. Physically go through drawers, folders, boxes, and safes. Make a list of what you have and what you are missing. Second, check the expiration dates on your green card and passport and mark your calendar for renewal 6 months in advance. Third, if you cannot locate your naturalization certificate, begin the replacement process through USCIS Form N565 without delay. Fourth, contact the Social Security Administration. You can reach them at 1-800-772-13 or visit ssa.gov to review your records and resolve any name or status discrepancies. Fifth, consider creating a secure document binder, physical and digital, with copies of all 5 documents accessible to a trusted family member or legal representative. Finally, if your immigration history is complex, consider scheduling a consultation with an immigration attorney to do a full document audit of your situation. Many nonprofit legal organizations offer low-cost or free consultations for seniors. Before I close today, I want to be clear about something important. Immigration policy in the United States is dynamic. What is the guidance today may shift with new regulatory changes, court decisions, or policy priorities from USCIS or DHS. The information I have shared with you is based on official guidance from USCIS and the Social Security Administration as of April 19, 2025, and verified against credible reporting from outlets including Reuters, the Associated Press, and the New York Times. But I want you to keep this disclaimer in mind. Always verify your specific situation with official government sources or a qualified immigration attorney. This video is informational and educational in nature. It is not legal advice, and it is not a substitute for professional guidance tailored to your individual circumstances. The immigration landscape affects real people. People like you, like your parents, like your grandparents. And at US Updates Hub, our mission is to make sure you have the information you need in plain language to navigate it with confidence. If this video was helpful to you, please take a moment to like it and share it with someone who needs to hear it. A family member, a neighbor, a community member who might be carrying around an expired green card without realizing what that means for them. Subscribe to US Updates Hub if you have not already, because we publish regular updates on everything from green card renewals to citizenship pathways to policy changes that affect seniors and families across the country. Check the description below this video for links to the official USCIS website, the Social Security Administration, and other resources I have mentioned today. All of those links go directly to official government portals. No third-party intermediaries. Thank you for spending this time with us. You deserve to be informed, you deserve to be protected, and you deserve to know that the path forward, even through complex immigration questions, is one you do not have to walk alone. Until next time, stay informed, stay prepared, and take care of yourselves and the people you love. This is US Updates Hub.